Hey everybody, it's Queen of Light 1111. Happy Friday. I am here with your weekend theme. So what I wanted to look at was just what we could potentially expect from this weekend as far as energies are concerned. So we're going to look at some themes for Divine Feminine. We're going to look at some themes for Divine Masculine. And if you want to book your own personal reading, coaching session, or healing session, go to queenoflight1111.com. Let's get started with Divine Feminine's theme. We have the energy of rouse. This is about an awakening. This is about things coming to light. This is about illusion. And so anything that may have been hidden or unspoken or a mystery is going to come to light, okay? And this is that energy that if masculine was hoarding information, was clinging to something, was, being very stubborn or rigid, then things are about to change. That change is about to come. There is some sort of illumination that is in the energy for this weekend. So let's go ahead and start with Divine Feminine's theme. So her first theme is throat chakra. So this sounds like there's some sort of communication or some words that need to be spoken or words that she needs to hear. Here's that Four of Pentacles again. Here it is at the bottom of her deck. So it looks like there is this energy where Divine Feminine has felt that communication has been withheld. Communication has been, held on to. And so this card actually came up sideways. So the things that she's working on, what she's trying to solve at this time is that this holding of communication by masculine, it's really his energy of resistance. He's just resisting change. And so what she's focused on is just letting go of the energy of communication. She's just ready to move on. She's ready to heal. She's really to accept where things are at this time. So what can potentially happen as a theme for Divine Feminine is that if she was waiting for communication, or if she was in this energy of wanting to, receive communication, or was holding on to the thoughts that communication was going to come in, she's really going to process that resistance that masculine has. She's going to just accept that it has not come through, and she's just going to release that hold that she had on that need and desire for him to communicate. There is this energy of matrimony. This is a lot like the commitment card in my deck. This is a Queen's Journey Tarot with a Queen's Journey Tarot and a Queen's Journey Oracle, both created by me. So if you're interested in purchasing these are on my website. There's this energy of commitment, right? She's in this energy of I am strong, I am confident, I am magnetic. I can have commitments, with other people that may be in more alignment with me. Okay, so she's in her confidence, she's magnetic, she's in her power. And so when she's in her energy for Divine Masculine, she's thinking about this commitment, she's standing in her power, and she knows that she does in her heart want things to progress with Divine Masculine. She wants her plans to come into fruition, but she is releasing any expectations of those plans. Why? Because it creates grief. Why? Because it creates lack. It creates sadness. The next theme, we have the energy of righteousness. This is the Justice card in my Oracle deck. So there's a need for truth. There's a need for balance. There's a need for justice, okay? But look at her. This is this energy where she wants her King of Pentacles to bring in justice, but she, again, is freeing herself from this need, of his apology, of his communication, of his stability, of his dependability, of his honor. She's done with that. She's changing herself. She's embracing where things are today, and she is evolving. She's in the energy. Her significant themes for her are about release, about acceptance, and about moving on. She loves him. She will always have love for him, but she is releasing any expectations of union, of communication, of commitment. Okay? And her last theme for this weekend, we have the energy of the crown jewels. This is something that's very precious. What is precious? the Empress standing in her power. What is precious to her is not is being in this energy of standing confident, standing tall, embodying divine feminine. She no longer wants to be insecure, dependent, or negligent about her peace. She has honed her thoughts, she has worked on herself, and she's realized that her biggest, most precious jewel is her peace of mind, is her divine feminine strength, is her divine feminine power, and she wants to continue to embody that power. And in order to do that, she has to control her thoughts, control her expectations, okay, and be very, very clear that she is okay to be in her strength, to be in her personal power. Any expectation of masculine is like expecting the sky to turn, purple or something. It's like this energy of you can't have expectations. You can't. And what's very interesting is, oh my God, this card, the sky is purple. I don't even know why I said purple. But at any rate, she's in the energy. She's awakening to the fact that she's got to let go. She's got to release him. She's got to release expectations. So if she had an expectation of communication, if she had an expectation of union, if she had an expectation of an apology, she's got to release that. Release it to stand in your feminine power, to embody feminine power, because that is your most precious jewel. Divine Masculine's theme for this weekend, we have the energy of Cupid. Cupid, Ace of Cups, the Turning Point, and the Archer. So his heartstrings are going to be pulled on this weekend. His heartstrings. He's in this energy of, embodying more love, wanting to come forward in more love. He wants to recover. He wants to rebuild. That is his aim. Do you see how this works? The law of attraction. The minute you release, this is exactly what he wants. The minute you release, it's exactly what he wants. Everything that you wanted, he will want to bring in if you, in truth, in authenticity, release. So his first energy is, for the theme of this weekend, distorted feminine hidden. He knows his feminine is distorted because of him. He knows that he has to get into his strength and come clean. He has been caught. He has deceived her, and his conscience is bothering him now because he knows he has distorted a divine feminine. So his most significant theme for this weekend is he knows that he must come clean to divine feminine. I mean, look at this. This is that energy of righteousness and communication. Here he's saying, yeah, I want to come clean. And here it is, communication. He wants to communicate his wish. He wants to communicate his wishes. Okay, that he knows that you have broken up, that he has backstabbed you, that he has ended and ruined this connection. And now it's time for forgiveness. He wants to communicate how his wishes have ended, how his love has this connection, his desires were lost because of this shady behavior. There's this energy of wanting to communicate about the end of the relationship and how it ended and why it ended, and ask for forgiveness. Here, righteousness. Here, communication. So 2 cards. It's almost like a conversation between the two of them. She's like, yeah, I'm going to release communication. He's like, yeah, I want to talk about it. She's like, I don't need your apology. He's like, I want to come forward with an apology. Next card, Divine Masculine. Here's the sky is purple. Oh my God. And in this card, the sky is purple. Isn't that crazy how Spirit made me say that? And here is purple card. He's in his divine power. He has gone through a significant change. He has been working very, very hard. He's been learning through karmic cycles. So he's saying here, right, where she's like, yeah, you know what? I'm releasing any union. He's like, I'm ready. I'm ready to stand in my divine power. I'm ready to bring in change. I'm ready to work together because I am closing out cycles. His last theme for this weekend, we have the energy of rebirth. This is a 3D card in my Divine Connections Oracle, and this is the Divine Connections Tarot. This is my Divine Masculine deck. He wants to rebirth a new beginning, but he is lacking the responsibility right now. He's in this energy where he knows that he has been irresponsible. He knows that he didn't finish what he started with you, and he knows that he was deceptive. So he wants to bring this all back up again. He wants to, rebirth this energy so that he can ask for forgiveness. He wants to bring it back from the dead. He wants to talk about this energy where he was disloyal, where he was deceptive, where he was in his ego. So let's go ahead and get some cards here of just some guidance. We know what the themes are. Now let's get some guidance from the Moonology deck for this weekend for Divine Masculine and Feminine. Oh my God, look at this. For Divine Feminine, a fiery climax approaches, full moon in Aries. So for her, as she releases everything, it concludes a cycle. A fiery climax approaches. There's going to be a massive end to this cycle. So it's just continue to release, feminine. It's so important to continue to release these expectations, release that need for anything outside of yourself. Let's get some guidance for Divine Masculine. The energy is gaining momentum. Oh my God, look at this bottom of the deck. You are good enough. This is about knowing that you're good enough. Feminine, you're good enough. You are worthy. You are deserving of an aligned love. Stand and embody your Empress power. Release all this expectation of a masculine, okay? Any masculine, anyone who is not in alignment with you. You don't need his apology. You don't need his communication. And when you are yearning for it, you are creating an attachment. And as you release that, this energy concludes and you stand in your personal power and you're able to let go and move through and flow through the energies. You're allowing the universe to come in to the situation and handle things and align things. And that's exactly what's happening when you are releasing. This climax occurs. Now for masculine, the energy is gaining momentum. He is gaining momentum in coming forward. The minute you release him, he's like, this is my aim. My aim is to end separation. My aim is to, shoot that arrow of love into your heart again, to love me again. And so he is gaining momentum. What is he gaining momentum on? Coming forward, coming into his power to come clean, ask for forgiveness, bring in change, rebirth the past to completely end the past, to have a new beginning. Because guess what? You are both good enough. You are both good enough. And right underneath that, you can't make it up, the end of a tough cycle approaches. The end of this cycle is approaching. I know the readings on Instagram and here perhaps even have been very, very challenging the last few days and weeks. But guess what? The end of a tough cycle approaches. Have a wonderful weekend, everyone. I'm sending you so much love, so much light. Have a great weekend. Bye.